Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Tech Upskill channel. This is the fourth video in our WordPress automation using Fluentcrm series. This time we're diving into a powerful use case for fitness coaches and personal trainers. In today's video, we're going to show you how to create a lead magnet funnel using Fluentcrm. Perfect for online fitness coaches or personal trainers who want to grow their client base on autopilot. We'll set up a 7-day home workout plan as a lead magnet. When someone signs up, they'll receive 1 email per day with workouts, tips, or videos. We'll also tag them based on their fitness goal, like weight loss or muscle building, to personalize future follow-ups. And the best part? At the end of the 7 days, you can prompt them to book a one-on-one session with you, turning leads into real clients. And now let's jump in and build this step by step. Let's start by creating the form. Head over to Fluent Forms and click on New Form, then select New Blank Form. Add the following fields: name, email, and a drop-down list. I renamed the first drop-down option to lose weight and the second option to gain muscle or muscle building. Next, make both the drop-down and email fields required, then save the form. Once the form is saved, give it a clear name like fitness goal to keep things organized. Then, copy the shortcode provided. This will be used to embed the form on your landing page. Now, move on to your landing page. Design it however you like. Paste the shortcode into the page, and your form is now embedded and ready to use. Your landing page is now fully set up and ready to collect leads. Before we move on to automation, there are a few important steps we need to complete first. We need to create a sample contact manually. As you can see, an email address is required to create a contact in Fluentcrm. Once the contact is created, open the contact profile and scroll down to the custom profile data section. Click on Add New Field, then choose Single Line Text. You can label this field however you'd like. In this case, I'll label it Goal. After creating the custom field, you can go ahead and delete the sample contact. Now let's create the email sequence. Head over to Fluentcrm, then go to the Email Sequences section. Click Create Your First Email Sequence, and give it a name. I'll call mine Weight Loss 7 Days, but you can label it however you prefer. Now begin creating the emails. I used ChatGPT to help generate subject lines and email content, and you should also add images to make the emails more engaging, but I don't do it for save time. By default, the delay is set to 0 days. I recommend changing it to 0 minutes. So the first email is sent immediately after the user submits the form. Once you've finished writing the first email, save your changes and return to the sequence to continue building the rest. Now, go back to your email sequence and click Add Another Email. For the delay, set it to 1 day, so the second email is sent automatically 1 day after the first. The third email should have a delay of 2 days, the fourth one 3 days, and so on, spaced out daily across the 7-day sequence. However, for testing purposes, I'll set the delays in minutes instead of days, so I can quickly see how the flow works. Go ahead and create all 7 emails, customize each one with content, images, and calls to action that fit your business goals, whether it's booking a session, joining a program, or visiting your website. Once this sequence is complete, you can also create a separate email sequence for users who selected muscle building in the form. Now let's set up the automation. Go to Fluentcrm, navigate to the Automations tab, and click on Create New Automation. Choose Form Submission as the trigger, then give your automation a name, such as Weight Loss Funnel. From the drop-down menu, select the form you previously created. In the Map Primary Data section, match the first name field with the form's name field, and match email with the email field. Under Map Other Data, select the goal field from the drop-down to connect the user's selected fitness goal. Once everything is correctly mapped, save the changes to complete this step. The next step is to create a condition inside the automation. Click on Add Condition and choose Custom Data. Set the condition to check if the goal field is equal to lose weight. It's important to copy the exact text from the drop-down options in your form, as the condition must match the value exactly. After saving this condition, under the Yes path, you can apply an action, such as adding the contact to a list. In my case, I'll add them to a list called Lose Weight. Under the No path, I'll apply the contact to a different list, such as Muscle Building. Then, I'll add an action to start an email sequence. From the drop-down, I'll select the sequence I previously created, called Weight Loss 7 Days, under the Yes path. And in the No path, I'll later select the Muscle Building sequence. Finally, I'll add an end funnel step to close out the automation. Before exiting, make sure the automation status is set to Published, not Draft, and test it to confirm everything is working as expected. Now I will test it by submitting name, email address, and selecting Lose Weight as the goal. Then I'll click Grab Offer. Since we set the email sequence to send messages every few minutes for testing, all the emails will be sent to my inbox quickly, and we'll check them shortly. As you can see, all 7 emails have arrived in the inbox with their full content. If we return to the email sequence section to check the stats, we can see that 7 emails were sent to 1 subscriber. The open rate is showing 100%, which means all emails were opened. If there were any URLs included in the emails and the user clicked them, you'd also see the click-through rate here. Additionally, if a user unsubscribes, the unsubscribe rate would be displayed as well. That wraps up today's video. If you're working on a project or automation that you're struggling with, let me know in the comments. I'd love to help and maybe even cover it in a future video. In the next video, we'll dive into another WordPress automation subproject, this time with more complexity and a new challenge to tackle. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. And don't forget to check out the full WordPress automation playlist for more tutorials. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.